Folks, welcome back. See, we don't have many people here yet. Before I start reporting on this, I want to let some people get in here. And for the moment, I'll just let this loop play because there's something quite extraordinary that's going on in this. And we'll go over this frame by frame like we always do. And I just let some people get into the chat room here a little bit before I start explaining so I don't have to go over this a couple of times because what you're about to see here is going to blow you away. All right, that's why I tiled this blown away. Maybe some of you can see it already or saw the thumbnail, but if you watch up here by the top of the sun up here, you'll see this. And while we got it running, let's just go start zooming in on it. Alright, we'll slow it down and everything. But you can see a couple of crucifixes come out of the sun. There's a ghostly one before the big one right there. And it looks like there's a third one after it. And there's a certain frame here that we're going to go right to. I should have reported on the other part first. Also down in this corner over here, we have this horseshoe-shaped ship coming out right over here, right there. And we'll go through that as well. Just a lot going on in this display here. I think for most of my viewers can see it. Here, you know what? Let's slow it down. Put it more in the middle. There we go. Alright, so now that we've seen that, let's go, there's a certain frame I want to pause on. There we go. Now, let's start zooming in on this. Just a second here. Wow. Come back here. Alright. This is a little hard to report on, but hopefully you guys can see what appears to be a crucifix right here. A three-dimensional crucifix. It's much like this one I have here. I'm going to give you a slight demonstration. Let me move the lights. Okay. Can you see it right there? It's like a three-dimensional crucifix. This is right in the middle of that sequence, okay? And then, if I can get my light here, hang on. Tried to set something up here so we can see a little example of what I'm talking about is this cross right here. See how it's three-dimensional? Can't really get it to fit inside the screen. Alright, but you see how it's thick and it's three-dimensional? Do you see what I'm talking about there on the screen? Pretty crazy. And if it's not a crucifix, twist your head to the right and it's like a big X or something. What is this? Okay, let's get right up on it. What is this object that's coming off the sun right here? You people in the chat, give me your response. What do you guys see? Do you see a face back here with eyes? Where an eye here, an eye, and a nose. There's another face back behind this. Look at this. This is just awesome. I've seen some crazy stuff in these last few days coming out of the sun, but hopefully you're seeing what I'm seeing here. And this is in the middle of that sequence. And here, let me show you another representation of this three-dimensional cross. See how it's thick like this? You can almost make out the little board up here, whatever it says on it too. Then there are some other frames here that we need to examine as well. This is the best one, but let me show you something else that's caught in the series. And it might take me a minute. Whoops. Let's get it back to normal. Okay, so that is the frame with the cross captured in it. I think it's further. Here you can see almost like this one right here. It's real skinny. These are like the crosses that I hold up dear to my heart are showing up here right next to the sun. Now, let's just kind of tiptoe through this. Where was the one with the arms? Yeah. Do you see this arm right here coming up and the cross right here, this wooden stick behind it going across? There's even a shadow of it back here. It almost looks like he has a wing right here. There are faces in this mosaic here. You guys should come over to this you guys should come over to this and inspect it yourselves, because this is my camera is probably just not doing this justice, because this is quite an event we got going on here. And with the 3-day thing, taking 3 days for it to get here, God works in 3 days type ways, you know what I'm saying? We could be seeing this showing up on 9/11, because today is the 8th. This is the 8th, so you add 3 days to that. That would bring it here at 9/11. How poetic justice would that be, huh? So let's just slow this down again. And I want you guys to watch. There are crucifixes before the main one. Let's get back in your face here. And we'll go look at these other ones as well. There's a ship in that one. But nothing see, there's a ghost of one right there. Then there's the big one right here. And then it seems like there's a third one right there. I don't know, I'll let you guys be the judge, but I'm going to let that loop play in slow motion there for a minute so you guys can wrap your head around what you're seeing. Oh, come on, moth, get off of there. Sorry. Back door open. Oh, yeah, just perk it. All right, so this is today's solar thing. This is September 8th of 2023 without the moth. Just stay there, please. All right. Crazy stuff going on around the sun. We saw that big eye the other day, the giant face that was kind of growling, and now we have, well, we have this. Now, something else I want to go look at is this little ship over here in this corner right here. It looks like a tuning fork. It's a backward U-shaped ship, almost like a, I don't know, almost reminds me of Darth Vader's TIE Fighter or something. And it'll come out over here in just a minute. It's right here. It's this forked shape right here. So not only are we having crucifixes and other ships coming out of the sun, we also have this forked shape. I don't know, I'll let you guys take a look at it. Hopefully it captures it. No, it's not doing it justice. Let me get this a little brighter for you guys. Let's see if maybe we can zoom in a little harder on that area. There we go. No, didn't pick it up too well on the camera, but there's some kind of like U-shaped ship with the like a backwards U with the points pointing forward and the U pointing backwards. It's right here. Now, I think we zoomed in too hard. Anyways, there's a lot of spiritual activity going on around the sun, I would say. Yeah, there it is. Alright, so that was what was coming out of the sun. Look at this object over here. We have another blast coming out over here. And then we have these crucifixes coming out of the top of the sun here. Just to show you that you're not, you know, your mind's not making this stuff up. Wow. We'll pause on frame 49 again. Once it goes around, let me pause on frame 49 and get this mouth out of here. Go on. All right, thanks for your patience, folks. This is a little heavy, a little hard to bring to you, to report on. But I've been doing this for a while, and luckily this stuff doesn't shock me too much anymore. Hopefully it's bringing you guys, strengthening your faith. Okay? And that, like I said, looks just like this cross right here that I have hanging on my wall. I look up to and pray to a lot. And then it turns into that long, slender cross like this one. And if it's not a crucifix and it's a big X-shaped looking ship or what? Alright, so that's just the opening solar report type thing. Let's move on here for a second. We'll come back to that at the end. So here goes X-ray flux, these little blackouts, I guess, satellite eclipses the Earth or whatever. Here's our activity today. It doesn't really show too much. just these little pops right here at the end. So that whole thing kind of went undetected. You know what I'm saying? On an instrument, unless they're fudging these numbers or something. But some of those blasts look bigger than an M class, and these show that they didn't even reach M class. So I don't know how much I trust this instrument and its readings anymore, or if these are real readings, the sun is getting very weak when it hits these. When these big events happen, it's very small spikes. Ah, boy, kind of quiet out there. Let me see. Yes, had the same old dream. Okay, hang on. Let's read the chat for a minute. All that activity looks scary. Yes, it does. Yeah, it did.